Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. For those who tune in here on YouTube, Facebook, uh, Restream, and for those who tune into my show with TikToks under ApeCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. Today we have open mic spiritual talk for anybody who would like to join and say something. You're more than welcome to come in and share something spiritual or something that you've been through. How you doing, brother Randy? I'm doing good, brother. I just took me some allergy medicines. It's been bothering me for about 2 weeks, so I took me some Benadryl pills. Even though I take allergy pills daily. Those allergy pills haven't been working, so I took me some Benadryl pills to see if the itchy eyes goes away. Been having itchy eyes. My throat or sinus hasn't been affected yet. I mean, sinus, but sometimes I get a little bit of runny nose. But my eyes, man, they hurt pretty bad when it's kind of like the tears are not coming out, so they get stuck in the tear ducts. So, I mean, in Spanish we call it lagañas. I don't know what it's called in English, but when you rub it, man, it hurts like hell. Especially when it passes it through without tearing, but when it's solid. So the tear ducts get in pain, and you get the red itchy eyes. So it's been like that for about 2 weeks now, with the allergies, all the pollen in the air. So I'm going through that, and of course with all the other things that I'll go through. I know what then. Let me share out this to the groups that I share to. I hope everybody's is has been doing good. Me, I'm just hanging in there, man. Trying to. I haven't really done any workouts in about going for 2 months. I was recuperating from my neck. Then I started recuperating from the injury I had on my hand. It's not one thing; it's another as you get older. So I suggest, if you're younger than I am, try to stay active, man. Try to stay active, do something positive. Some weight training, go walking. Uh, Stay active. I would recommend. There you go. I've shared. So I've been staying active for a while now, man, for years, since I would say like around 15 years old. Lifting weights. 15, 16. It was maybe it is short in my growth spurt when I was lifting weights. because you gain muscle. But I've been working out all my life actually, so I don't think I'm in look pretty good for my age. I would say because I've been physically active all years, doing something. You know, uh, doing staying active is very important. Uh, the one that would always encourage me to do exercise, as far as I can remember, was two people: my mother and my godfather. They lived right across me. He was always trying to tell me that all is possible. That there's nothing that cannot. When you say you can't do it, you say there's no such thing as you can't do it because you can. So from my mother telling me, when I used to go walking with my mother when I was a kid, I don't know what happened. I seen walking when I was a kid. Just positive people that influence me. When you're a kid, you can only do so much, but when you grow, then you can do much more. Uh, especially when it comes down to protecting people, right? Physically or spiritually. Let me send this link again. I seen cousin Jesse pop up there, but I don't know what happened. Let me send him a link. Let me see if I can get him in here. There you go. I shared it. Um, Send him a link. There he is. How you doing, cousin Jesse?
How you doing, cousin? How's the day?
All righty, man. Just just talking, cousin. Spiritually, and I felt need to just talk about certain things. You know, like like I was telling everybody, I've been having a hiatus of working out for about almost 2 months now. Still got the muscle and everything that I've worked hard for. I just trying to get my hand to get it feel a little bit better. Once it starts feeling better, then I'll hit the start working out again. Take my time. But when you've done a workout all your life and it's the same workout, it's like it's first to nature. You're used to it.
Let me say
Um,
hi to all these people, man. Hello, Randy Alexander. Hello, Pat Mitch. What's up, the Wolf Den? Hello, Chris. Welcome Beyond the Box. Hello, Bounty. How you doing?
how you doing, Sister Annette? Prayers for you, Sister Brenda, for the surgery that you have.
Hello. Been a while, Nick. Welcome back. Bounty.
Before I continue, brother and sister, I just want to say I want to apologize uh, to anybody uh, that listened to my live and that have because I always put people in prayer here on the show. And if anybody's gotten offended because maybe I might not say people's names, maybe I might just talk about the scenario that's happening, and the things that how I feel and how I see spiritually. Uh, and sometimes people, I guess when you talk about, you need to ask permission if you could share your story. I've had people here that come and they say, "Hey, you can share my story here," but some people might get offended because what they're going through is maybe just meant for them. But me as a carrying about not just my immediate brother and sisters, but everybody. I've had like Sister Dawn, send me the picture of the Shipyard Skinwalker, which I placed. So I think I can't remember what video it was, but I want to apologize if anybody felt offended of what I said in the video. All I'll say is, if that I did it, I mean, in a bad way. If you look at the whole video, instead of just reading a certain part, you'll see that I say that I love everybody. I have nothing against nobody. But in saying that, that video doesn't exist no more. I permanently deleted it. But that's okay, because Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, whatever the video had, whoever viewed that video, were the only ones that meant to see it. I know that the support here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters is very strong. We've placed many people here in prayer when it comes down to spiritual prayer, spiritual warfare. You could say, gotten rid of people with negative attachments. What was the guy's name that came in here one time? You could see him just jitterish and moving around. I can remember Randy. Was it Randy? What was his name?
I can't remember, man. Hello, my dude.
He had a negative attachment on him, and we got rid of it here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. That's if anybody feels offended of, that I might have, I didn't say nobody's name, but if they feel offended, I didn't mean it that way. Look at all the videos of all the things that I've spoken of. If I'm trying to target somebody, it's not in a negative way. I'm always here trying to help out people. I mean, shoot, I even try to help out the enemy. People are coming up against me, trolls were coming up against me, try to even give that individual advice, so I'm just trying to do the good works. When I created the original Positive Spiritualist, when I created that, there was only one person that was truly my friend at the time, because it was when I was in Elms Grove and I was fighting in Elms Grove, and that person at that time was Sister Dawn Abernethy. That's the only person that I was actually really talking to, or that even though some of the pictures that I was posting out there, when you're being spiritually targeted, right? People are living their lives. People are doing their own thing. They got their own happiness. But when you're going through something and there's nobody there to listen to what you have to say or to help you, but they didn't want to target you, saying that there's something wrong with you and all this, in which, yes, definitely something was wrong with me. I was being spiritually targeted, and luckily, I saved pictures. Most of the pictures you see from Elms Grove was from the times that I was being targeted spiritually by this DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim, whatever you want to call them. In which, when I have the pictures, that's proving that my sanity was not insanity. That I was saying that there was nothing wrong with me, but that's my evidence that I submit and I place as evidence that there's spiritual warfare. And sometimes you wish family's there when you're going through something, right? But sometimes people distant away from you because they think you're crazy, or they think you got PTSD because you was in Operation Desert Storm, fought in the front lines, and they start treating you like everybody else treats you. Oh, that's just a veteran that's got PTSD. They want to treat you that way. But you see, that's one thing about it. No matter what I've gone through my life, I always try to get some kind of evidence so I can use it. And a lot of the pictures that you see here is from that evidence when I was being spiritually targeted by this unseen forces, in which I was a primary target, because nothing really was happening to none of my loved ones. But maybe very rare things would happen to, but not to the extent of what I was experiencing and what I was going through. And till this day, it's always been that way since I was a kid all the way up to now. And when I speak about things here, and I bring things of the past up, talk things of the past, is because it needs to be said. And I know for a fact, since we lost a loved one, well, I lost a loved one, I'll say it like that, that I know that you would approve of the messages that I'm saying because it's to help out people, right? To help out people in a good way. Uh, and I'm going to continue to do this works. This is who I am. This is who I've become. Not because people were there supporting me, it's because this is the past that was shown to me, and this is what it is about. This is my life right now. You know, either people are gonna accept me as Brother Abe CS or Spiritual Abe or not. That's not my problem. I got blessed to be here by the Heavenly Father because I crossed over and got blessed. So it's my blessing, and I'm gonna do it the way the Heavenly Father has shown me to do. And that's what I have to answer to is Him, not just me, but everybody. Everybody in general has to answer to the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. So if you want to be part of the mission as a spiritual warrior, then be a spiritual warrior. That's all I'm saying. Awaken, awaken spiritually. Don't feed into negativity because that's what negativity wants. It wants division. That's what negativity wants division. Division, when there's everybody's divided, there's no love. That's when the enemy attacks. Am I? Somebody tell me I'm wrong. That's when the enemy attacks. When there's division, when there's hatred, when there's anger, where there's vengeance, that's when the enemy attacks. I've seen it happen to me when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, and I've seen it happen numerous times. Which I know what the key is to overcome the unseen enemy is a heavenly love foundation through Jesus Christ. So people, I'm just sharing my wisdom and knowledge of what I've gained over the years. For those who don't want to accept me as your brother, spiritual brother, that's cool. This is what I do. Uh, I feel that if I don't do the spiritual works that I do, then what use does the Heavenly Father have for me here on this earth, on this planet? If He done bless me to come back, there's nobody that can take the blessing away but myself. If I go astray from Him and become disobedient, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be obedient and do the works that I do. And I don't hate nobody. I got no, I got love for everybody, man. It's just sometimes I say things a certain way, and it's just the way it comes out. Like I said, if I offended anybody over the numerous videos that I've done, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it what the spirit is telling me. What the spirit is feeling is what the spirit is saying. For those who have understanding, how the spiritual gifts of discernment work, how prayer works. Prayer is very important. How all that works. I just want to say that. Another thing, what the unseen forces do, they always want to want you to remember the negative things that happened in your past. Why do you think it will want you to remember every negative moment that happened in your past? Why would I want to do that? Cousin Jesse?
Create a spiritual opening, cousin.
Exactly. Because he wants to find a way in. Can you remind you something like your childhood? It might put something in your mind that you're going to remember certain things that you had totally forgotten about it. And it is trying to find a spiritual opening through negative seeds it planted because of negative things that might have happened in your life. So he always uses that to find a way in, even in your dreams. I mean, in the raise of hands, how many has been spiritually targeted in your dreams? In your dreams, that you could be somewhere where you lived a long time ago, and a bad scenario is happening, or something is replaying itself in your life that happened a long time ago. It's happened to me. I mean, numerous times. It would always take me back to Elms Grove. That's when I fought the most spiritually. I believe in Elms Grove was where I fought the most spiritually ever in my life, because I was the target. I fought so much there in Elms Grove, and I was just fighting for myself. I was protecting my son and my nephews and niece that were living at the household with me. So I was fighting for everybody there. So if somebody that never had that experience or been through something like that, then you wouldn't understand me. But at least listen to what I'm saying, because I've been through it. It's hard, especially when you're trying to find out what opening you have. The opening I had was unforgiveness. That's what I had. Unforgiveness. I had to forgive to close that spiritual opening in order for me to, and it had to be true faith and true forgiveness in order for me to move forward, uh, cut the sever that negative tire hook of negativity where generational curses come from. Once I cut that, the Heavenly Father started blessing me with the spiritual good discernment that makes me who I am right now. But I've always been fighting spiritually since I was a kid all the way up to now. You know, everybody's journey is different. You know, everybody's trying to find their own happiness, right? Um, I'm happy right now. I'm happily married with my wife. We've been married for 8 years. I never thought that I was going to find happiness, you know, uh, because there was so many things I was going through, but I did, you know. And I want to thank my wife for showing me love, but not even that, but allowing me to do this that she understands, even though she might not uh, go through what I've been through. She understands, and she knows that it's important to me to do this, and she allows me. You know, she could be a whole different person, but she allows me to do this. So I want to thank her for accepting me of who I am and for loving me who I am as an individual. You know, it's very hard to find a woman that's going to accept you for who you are in life. Very hard. Is if somebody wants to change you for who you are, to be different, they're not accepting you for who you are as an individual, then maybe it's not meant to be, right? Not as the change is a positive change, but if somebody's trying to control you in any way, shape, or form, sorry, Gilbert. Somebody wants to control you in any shape or form, Primo Gilbert. Well, then you can't accept you for who you are. Was I don't know. Was I don't know. I'm just kidding, cousin.
Más puto.
Yeah, we've been together for 8 years, but we've been, think, I don't want to say cuántos años casados. I think like 3, 4. But she accepted me, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you about how she went all the way into Elms Grove, where I was going through everything I was going through, and that didn't stop her. The things that were happening in Elms Grove didn't stop her from coming looking for me. I had nothing, you know. My vehicle had given out, my truck had given out. She would come all the way from Temple to come and visit me. Then we'd go and take. She would take me, you know. We'll go out, and it was just like we were just friends. that she would come looking for me. The DDN, the lycanthrope, the dark shadow beings, the deer woman, the all the things that were there in Elms Grove didn't stop her from coming looking for me. You know, so he has to take somebody strong, even though she might have never seen nothing or experienced nothing there because she was coming during the day. Um, it had to be, I believe it was fate. You know, the Heavenly Father placed her there just at the right time. You know, so that's when I left Elms Grove. And at the same time, I wouldn't put nobody in danger. You know, it's like I would stay away from people. I mean, literally, I would stay away from people, whether it be uh, my female friends. I'll try to tell them, hey, don't come over here because there's certain things here, you know, you don't understand. I didn't want to put nobody in danger. You know, I didn't want nobody to get attacked like I was getting attacked there in Elms Grove.
Welcome,
Like
Lawrence.
Morgan. But the spiritual warfare is very real, brothers and sisters. Very real. Uh, that's how I capture all this imagery. You know, videos, short reels. Uh, thing I had spoken to cousin Jesse. I think my other cousin Leonard, came to visit me. He was in the military at that time. I was already out of the military, and he seen how I was, man. And I was in one of those. There was so much anger, hatred that was attacking me from all these unseen forces. That when he seen me, I was fighting spiritually for my life, man. And he witnessed me in that state, and he's part native. My cousin Leonard, or he's native, should I say? And he's from Colorado, but he lives in San Antonio. He was in the military, and I went home. I went inside the house and I grabbed him some knives. I tell him so if, you know he has a close hand to hand combat to use them, and I gave them to him. He said he remembers that. He remembers in the state of mind I was when they went to go visit me. I was going through a lot, man. That people wouldn't understand. They would see me, they'd be like, "Oh, they're just a veteran. This got PTSD." They just didn't know everything else that was happening. I'll let you speak a little bit, cousin.
Now go ahead, cousin. Get it all out, man. I'm listening.
Yeah, I
Hello,
think
Evie.
cousin Jesse even called me one time, right, cousin? When I had positive spiritualist, I think
Yeah,
we spoke for messenger. Was it
yeah.
or then what was a conversation we had, cousin? That
Uh,
you
you
said
were you were trying to first you called me because you were asking if I knew anybody that wanted to buy a trailer house.
oh,
And then you saw what I had on me, and I called you and asked you for help to get rid of the succubuses that I had on me. And I say succubuses because there were two of them.
yeah, I seen them and I helped them get rid of the succubus, probably an incubus and a familiar there. They were inside the room with them.
Yep.
I believe we prayed that day, and
Yes,
I
we
told
did.
them to leave you alone and tie bind and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name. And then it's when things started changing for you after that day.
Yeah, everything started changing for me after that day, man. I started to go to church with Tia Sylvia, and
Tell them
um,
what you were feeling, cousin. What you were feeling in that room.
well, we had cameras in that room, man, and my son-in-law showed me that there was a female floating over me while I was asleep, and I'd always be
Succubus.
tired. I'd always be tired, and it just felt drained, man. All my energy was like not drained. I was always passing out. And then after you did that, man, everything changed. And like I said, I started going to church with Tia Sylvia, and uh, I got off of the opioids. The opioids had a visiting preacher come by, and he asked anybody if anybody was in any kind of pain, and I raised my hand and I went up there and he laid hands on me twice, and my back stopped hurting and hasn't hurt since, man. He did it through the power of Jesus Christ. He healed my back, and I haven't taken any opioids since, man. So
That's
yeah.
good. I got a bottle that they gave me of methylcarbo. I don't even take because it gets me dizzy because it's pretty
Well,
strong.
they gave me
Uh,
a they gave me a bottle of Zola, but I don't take it because when I start dozing off, my body spasms with that medication, man. Because my body fights it. I could be almost asleep and I'll jerk awake like that, man. So I don't take it. I take it if my depression gets real bad, but other than that, I don't take it at all.
yeah, I was going through a lot. They had me on Phentoin, Delanton, which Phentoin, that's what the name of it is, and they had me on gabapentin uh, for about 13 years, man. And for 13 years, the side effect of gabapentin is hallucinations, right? Hallucinations and suicide. So many things cross because I was taking a lot of meds of those of the gabapentins. I was taking me, I think there were 800 or 1,000 mgs, 2 in the morning, two midday, and two at night.
Wow, you were getting really messed up all day long.
So they had me
You're welcome. Thank you, mom.
that much medicine in my system, in which it started affecting me in a negative way. In which I think my brothers and sisters wanted to have an intervention with me, saying that the things that are happening to me is all a figment of my imagination. They wanted me to go get help and all this stuff. Uh, but it's like I was just following the doctor's orders. It was a day that the doctor got me off those medicines. It had to take an act of God. His fingers got bent backward accidentally. I guess you could say I had an episode, like a seizure, because I'm on seizure medicines. Still am. All I remember is he was going like this. How many fingers do you see? And he was laughing at me, like making fun
Uh,
of me. How many fingers do you see? And then squeeze my fingers. I'm sitting down. I squeeze his fingers. He's like, you can squeeze harder than that. He's a guy from India. So I squeeze his fingers hard, and that's all I remember. When I got my vision back. His fingers are bent all the way back. He's screaming, let me go," and he's on his knees. How long I had him in that position, I don't know.
I
All I
bet
know is
you.
when I came to, it's kind of like waking up. It's like his fingers are bent back. He's on his knees. He's like 6'5", and he's on his knees looking at me. And he's yelling, let me go, let me go. And I said, are you going to help me? He's like, yes, yes, yes. I let him go. He jumped off the ground, got on the seat, he got on the computer. He changed my medicines. He took me off of gabapentin. He got me on levrite or something like that.
Hello, Cynthia. Welcome in.
And that's the medicine that I take now. And ever since that, with that medicine, it's been controlled pretty good. With the other medicine, the Phentoin, and I think one of the side effects is you couldn't be in the sun because the sun would affect you. It would trigger a seizure. Blinking lights could affect you. Uh, couldn't do nothing physical because that would affect you. So it's kind of like the medicine was just not doing nothing for me. I was still having episodes and everything. I mean, I was waking up with bite marks in my mouth. I mean, all kinds of crazy things, man. But that's from an accident in the military. flew out of a tank, hit my head, which
Wow.
I have to take those medicines for the rest of my life.
What's going on, little brother? Welcome in.
So, Primo Gilbert,
That's not Primo Gilbert. That's Mr. Pat. God, I'm
yeah.
not gonna start. I'm not gonna start because Cynthia's gonna tell me to leave him alone.
So for pharmakia, man, this you gotta be careful. Read the instructions of what you're taking. If you start having bad side effects, uh, talk to your doctor to change your meds because you're getting bad side effects, whatever they may be, so they can switch them up to something else. I would recommend that.
Hello, Deborah Northworthy. How you doing? You're at the yard, little brother. What happened, man?
Washington Bear said they had her 13 meds at one time, surgeries, two doctors fired for trying to help me. Bunch of stuff happened. Weaned myself off everything. He got mad. Yeah.
Because right now they're trying to just to treat the symptoms. They're not trying to help you. If they cure you, they lose money.
So that's one of the reasons that I've stayed active even throughout all these years. For a time there when I left the military for about 3 years, I was in on medicines. That's when the epilepsy was just tearing me up, man. I mean, bite marks way up in my inside my mouth, scratches, all kinds of things were happening to me uh, from the episodes. My mouth was always hurting from the inside. I had bite marks inside my mouth where I wasn't being treated till I finally rolled myself in the VA. And then they looked at my records, so they're like, they should have never taken you off. So they put me on those medicines, but I was on those medicines for 13 years, and doctor didn't want to take me off of them, even though I was having all kinds of bad things, side effects. He had to take an act of God. That's all I can say. And ever since that day, I've been doing a lot better. It's just, uh, you know, just every year something new every year. As I say, oh, you got this, you got this, you got to take medicine for this and this. It's like you need to poke yourself on the finger to see what your sugar levels are. I don't poke my fingers.
You know what? You don't pop your fingers.
They want you to poke your finger to do the diabetes.
Oh yeah, that's why I quit doing all that stuff, man. Because they were really helping me, man. I was like almost 300 pounds at one point, cousin. I was taking metformin. I was taking three kinds of insulin. So yeah, man. No matter what I did, man, I went without eating for days, man, and I still couldn't lose any weight, man. I was still up to close to 300 pounds. I quit taking all that garbage, man, and I'm down to like 226, man. Found
That's what
out
they're
that
that's what they're trying to do to me, trying to give me insulin. I said no, I'm not taking no insulin. That's what I tell them.
I found out that metformin doesn't even completely dissolve when you take it. It winds up
The
getting
capsules, the capsules, it leaves the outer the capsule itself, the plastic.
the ones I was taking didn't have no plastic. They were just pills, but they don't completely dissolve in your system. They wind up getting stuck in your kidneys, and that's why people get clogged kidneys and have to go through dialysis, man, because all that damn metformin doesn't go completely through your kidneys. It just clogs your kidneys.
Maybe that's why they were asking me about my kidneys
Mm-hmm.
because I know what the medicine is doing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just completely come off of it.
I haven't been taking my metformin for years, man. For about a year or so, man. Uh, I take it if I feel very, very bad, man. But I just take a nap is what I do.
It says metformin eats your brain.
Mm-hmm. Because your brain is cholesterol, says Lawrence.
So I'm gonna have to make a decision about that then. I'm gonna ask them to reduce the metformin to a lower dose. Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Just
man.
because
I was taking metformin. I was taking the insulin, the type R. I was taking the other insulin, and then I was taking one that I had to take a shot in my belly once a week. So I was on three kinds of insulins, man, and I was like really, really up there.
that was they say you have to take insulin when your blood sugar is super high, or you're going into a diabetic coma. Metformin is awful. It causes Alzheimer's.
Yep, it does.
I'm gonna ask the doctor if there's an alternative thing I can do instead of taking metformin.
He's just gonna put you on some other form of pill.
And it's still gonna do the same thing.
They give you these damn pills, man, to cure one thing, but then the side effect of those damn pills makes it worse. What's wrong with you, Gilbert? Why are you in the ER, man? You're not answering my question, brother.
See, he's in the ER.
Yeah. He said he had to sign some paperwork, so he's probably been in there all afternoon.
You know the hospitals, man. They keep you in there for a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into all the meds that I take and make a decision of what I need and what I don't need. The epilepsy I need, you know, that's like I'm trying to get rid of anything that I mean I don't know. We're just gonna leave it up to God. Please trust me, brothers and sisters. No more going to the doctor and being poisoned. You can get at the supermarket.
You're having chest pains. What the hell, man? You need to get off that damn thing that you've been smoking on, man. You know you only got like a lung and a half since they cut half of your lung off. You need to quit vaping, man.
Yeah, I had one of my brother arms that he passed away like 3 years ago from diabetes. He had it when he was in the military, but he passed away from it. Doing Primo Gilbert. We'll keep you in prayer, Primo, for the chest pain to go away. We tie, bind, and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name.
Amen.
Send your heavenly angels of protection and healing to look over Primo Gilbert.
Amen.
She said, cider, apple cider in your water.
Apple cider.
From Gila, monster venom, and paralyzes the stomach and intestines. Wonder why. Metformin is the one to take. It's crazy.
I remember my brother used to drink the hell out of those Venom energy drinks, man, and he
Hmm.
wound up with stomach cancer, man. He died of stomach cancer.
I'll let you answer some of those questions, cousin. What they're talking about.
I'm trying to see what they're prescribing, man. Madeline says okra water, fugu. It lowers blood sugar. Vinegar water, 1 tablespoon after meals. Sitting
Everybody's involved
alone.
with medicines. I don't want it to put it too low, then I'll pass out. Y'all, you're trying to take me out.
Yeah, for a while there, cousin. Before I left to South Texas back in 2017, my my eyes. I went to sleep normal. When I got up the next day, my right eye was looking at my left eye, man. My optic nerve got damaged, and the eye turned this way. I couldn't even drive anymore, man. Much less walk, cause everything looked like cross, man. If I went out for a walk, man, I had to close one of my eyes to be able to see correctly. And when you close an eye, you lose the depth perception. So I was like that for a while, man. Finally, one day I woke up and it was healed, but it took about 6, 7 months, man, before it healed. I went to the hospital. They said they couldn't do nothing for it; that it had to heal on its own.
Hmm.
So it took just about a year almost to it to heal. I was even wearing patches, man. People were making fun of me. I walk by, they go, "Arr, matey."
They will call you matey.
Yeah, they were telling me I was a pirate. Welcome in, Sig 1212. Yeah, but I really don't like okra, Lawrence. Yeah, I got the type due también, Bounty. Doctors are just trying to make pharma big money. That's what they're trying to do. They take you off one pill and put you on another pill. Yeah. If they can't cure you with a pill or operate on you, then they're not gonna help you because if they heal you, then they lose money. What's up, exuberance? Welcome in, my brother. All right, man. Well, make sure you don't go without a phone, man. Turn it off, and we'll see you on the next one, little brother, because you might need it to call somebody. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Sig 1212. You just fast, and it should restore everything back to the. It should reboot the computer in your head.
I want to see I c- if I can stop taking those meds, but my body needed it, man. It was producing too much. I can't remember what it's called, but we'll see.
But then again, because of it, I may have what I have due to all the stuff I used to put in my body, man. I put a lot of strong stuff in my body, man. Back when I was a younger man. Y le echaba chingos. Le echaba chingos. Me ponía bien necio con ese jale, man. I'm glad I got off of that shit, man. Did you tell your wife, Gilbert? She's not gonna let you go out and play no more, bro. You come back Saturday, you're stuck.
Uh, yeah, they're trying to feed me all kinds of pills, man, and I just ain't. I haven't been the same ever since I've been on the metformin.
Yeah, man, Foreman, you can't even go out in the sun with that, man.
I've done. Noticed it in the difference in the weights. Notice a difference when I go dancing. It's kind of like I have less energy.
Welcome, D Bowie. What's going on, Runner? Welcome in, man. I haven't seen you since you were on PRT earlier.
So hopefully this doctor that I
Yeah,
got
man.
is a good doctor because the doctor I had is not going to be there no more. So it's supposed to be a new doctor. So hopefully he'll get me some of this meds off of some of these meds. We'll see.
Yeah, I know, man. Next week, my mom has an appointment, and her pain management doctor. She's after she used to be my pain management doctor when I hurt my back. That I snapped my tendon. Well, she's been there. She was my doctor. Now she's my mom's doctor. The 13th is her last day, man. She's gonna move on somewhere else. So she's been there since like 2016. She's finally gonna move somewhere else where she'll be leading her own unit.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about something different today. Instead of just keeping it constantly about the things, just something that everybody is it might be going through. The meds, this pharmakeia stuff.
Everybody's giving alternative medicines, man. I like that. Yes, they do, Lawrence. They get big kickbacks, man. And if they actually give you something that cures you, they can lose their license because they're not supposed to cure you. They're just supposed to treat your symptoms. That's why I quit messing with doctors, man.
All right, cousin.
Hey, God bless you, little brother. May he keep you safe, man.
He's saying it was chest pains. Hopefully, it's just heartburn.
Yeah. He eats everything he eats is tacos, man. He don't eat regular food, nothing but tacos and burritos, man. All that grease gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
Puras sodas en
My grandpa,
Mexico.
he do is eat steaks. Weekends, put a steak, and he passed away of a was it ataque de corazón, heart attack.
You know, I was having a dream earlier, man. I took a nap. I had a dream. I was watching you and Brother Victor do a show.
Who and Brother Victor? Oh,
You and Brother Victor, cousin
cousin
Victor.
Victor, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching y'all on a show. That man was very knowledgeable, man.
Oh yeah. That's when I was doing my started doing my show. I was doing my shows already. Got on. We did a live together. Yeah. He had a lot of wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, he did, man. I liked him. I like cousin Victor.
He would even get emotional. He was already old, so it's kind of like he knew something was going to happen, and just when allowed to say what's going to happen. You know.
He told you that he didn't think he was gonna make it, man. I guess he already knew something. The Heavenly Father had already told him, I guess.
He says you're a
Uh,
street doctor.
I don't trust. I don't trust very very many people. Cynthia, Abe knows. Abe knows. I don't trust
I
very
don't I
many
don't
people.
trust Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pibb. Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pibb. Is that the only two doctors there is?
Yep, and I don't try to play with whatchamacallits. That's a remember that candy man from the 80s, man, called a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
What's up, little brother? How you doing, man? What's going on, Mario? The Mexican Wolverine is in the building.
What's up, primo? There he is.
There's a sucker going down the street in a crotch rocket, man. At this hour.
Got a rebel here.
If you break a hip, D boy, if you break a hip, you're pretty much done, man. Dr. Feelgood, Lords.
Is it?
Mario Moulu, our little brother.
I remember somebody put a piece of meat in a Coke, and the meat cooked.
Huh?
The meat cooked. They put a piece of meat in a soda, and the
The meat
yeah.
cooked? Wow.
What is it? What's in the soda? Is it caffeine? Not caffeine, is it?
Yeah, it's caffeine.
Well, that cooked the meat.
D Bowie, if you haven't paid attention, man, senior citizens 60 and up, if they fall down and break a hip, they die, bro. That my mother-in-law died after she broke her hip.
Whoa. Yeah.
Now my mother
They
Mary.
never heal.
Once you're old, man, and you break a hip, that's it, man. You're gone.
How old was she when she passed away?
She was ya estaba señora, man. I think she was close to 80, if not 80.
Yeah, he does.
It cleans the hell out of those battery terminals when it's got all that dust and corrosion on there. You pour some coke on it, it'll make it clean and brand new. There you go. Yeah, see, 1212.
And they talk about coke and a smile. Shit.
I don't know what it does to your stomach. I would never drink it.
How much sugar is in a coke? 36 grams.
Something like that, man. They had to put a lot of sugar to replace the cocaine they took out of it.
A lot of things that we consume or drink is bad for your health.
Hey, man, it's like that commercial for the new Dasani water, man. That it's the salt free. Why the hell would drinking water have salt, man? That makes no sense to me, man. The new slogan is that Dasani water now salt free.
Cheech and Chong medical advice. There you go, marijuana. That's what they do. Use marijuana for everything. Cheech and Chong.
Well, marijuana is a cure, man. My Filipino friend, when his wife went through chemo, that she lost her hair and her appetite. I recommended marijuana, man, and I used to go buy it for him and give it to him. I showed him how to roll joints and shit. She completely got rid of her cancer, man. Her hair grew back and she got her appetite, man. But it was all due to marijuana. Yeah, I don't drink that Beyond the Box. I drink this one right here. I drink Ozarka. Yeah, it does, little brother. I heard that the main ingredient walked with bear in energy drinks is bull sperm, is what I heard. So you drink a monster or anything like that, you got little baby bulls floating around in your stomach, man. You just swallowed a bull money shot.
Dang. Who told you that, cousin?
That's the main ingredient, man. That's what they said on the. I saw something on the internet that that's what the main ingredient is in Monster and that a Red Bull, all that stuff like that as an energy drink. It's got a bunch of bull sperm in it, man.
See, pot is a plant. It's grown in the ground. If you're really used to it, it would be around.
Yeah, pot is a plant that God put here, and if you should happen to burn it, like the comedian said, there just happens to be a few side effects.
Poison ivy. Didn't you say you ran into some poison ivy, cousin?
Yeah, man, my grandma, my dad's mom, she tried to give me a cleansing with some ramas that she saw on the side of her house, and it was fucking poison ivy. She fucked me up, dude. I was fucking scratching real bad. I was covered in that lotion that you use for that, some calamine lotion. I was covered in that for a long time. I know exuberance, but that's what they said, man. That most of them it's all bull jizz. When I found that out, I stopped drinking. Yeah, that's what they said too. Walked with bear, but this water right here, it's not. purified. The Ozarka water is not purified, so it's good water. Any kind of water that said it's purified is because they cleaned it. You remember, cousin? We used to live close to the Golden Pond. You remember, little brother Mario, when we lived by the Golden Pond? It was just down the street. Yeah, Ozarka is pretty good. Beyond the box, you can taste the difference when you drink an Ozarka and when you drink any kind of water that's been purified. It has a different taste. The people that purified water, they learned that in the military.
Yep. They got tablets to put in there.
Yeah, Mario says, bro, did we ever? Yep, we lived down by the Golden Pond and we could smell it at night.
Back home, this all there was marijuana everywhere, man.
Yes, it's a spring water exuberance. No, not an open mic night. Whooped in.
I put on.
But ask Gabe. He might send you a link.
Yeah, we're just chatting, man. Here, reading the questions.
No, Lawrence Morgan. We call it the Golden Pond, but it was a water treatment plant. It just smelled like poo, man.
Yeah, I really wasn't into none of that stuff, man. Stay away from all that. Uh,
Cousin Jesse was the main character.
the ranch water, man. That was nasty, no. Oh,
Yep.
the rancho. You would drink that?
No, I've never drank ranch water, man. Yeah, I remember the walks to town, little brother. Okay, exuberance. I remember those long walks into town, little brother. By the time we got to town, we were nice. We go to Eb's house and eat up all their food. They would see us and say, "We don't have any food."
Yeah, I had some cousins that lived in the ranch in Lubbock, and we would get our water from the city. We would fill it up, jugs. But the only time we use the well water is to take a shower. But my cousins, man, they were drinking the water from the ranch, and they all got worms from that. Gusanos, worms from that water.
You said it, Walter, baby. You said it. Girl, I might not ever leave if you got food.
Come get some. Shit.
She's offering to feed Jesse. You know what happens? It's like feeding Grillums over after 12. After midnight.
Like a gremlin.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like they said, runner. If you don't know if you're straight or you're gay, try milking a bull. You'll find out quick. The bull flubber. Blards.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff, man. Being in the military, where guys wouldn't do the personal hygiene and wash their hands. Uh, working with the tanks and stuff, your hands get grease and oil. And I knew this guy; his hands were like black all the time. And when we were out there, he rubbed his eye. He almost went blind because his hand had so much bacteria in it. When he rubbed his eye, he almost lost his eyesight. So, a lack of personal hygiene or not what the germs on your hands, you gotta watch them. Even the flies know. They go like this. The flies know. The moscas.
Yep. They pray before they throw up on your food. They're like,
Yeah. From right now. Huh?
he gets hazard pay beyond the box.
I'll be right back. Let me see.
Uh,
He just was out there. Maybe something better.
so should we continue with the the conversation? Maybe I want to talk about something else. 'Cause, yeah, once I found out that about those energy drinks, I do not partake.
Jimmy said he put medicine on it. I don't know.
That's always a good thing. Whooped in. Yeah, then you're in business. You can make as many energy drinks as you want beyond the box. Beyond the box.
I don't know. He must have got himself somewhere.
Well, you tell him, little brother, I got what you need, but only the first one's free.
He's got medicine on there. Jimmy put medicine on it. That's crazy.
Welcome, Abigail.
He
How
got
you
a
doing?
gash on his snout, a cut. We don't know. We don't know how
Ooh,
you got it.
could have been a cat.
Hmm?
Could have been a cat.
A cat could have scratched him.
If he was outside.
No, I don't know. I wonder what the paste post what ball extractor. I think there's some videos of the females that do that. See,
If they ain't careful, Red Bull will get you chlamydia. Yeah, I would rather take the butcher's word for it, Lawrence. I've never been to Tijuana, whooping.
They got a bull ring over there.
I do remember going to the Plaza de Toros in Matamoros when I was a very young boy. Saw some bullfights. Saw Chespirito live.
Who likes the mountain oysters?
What kind of what kind of videos are you watching, little brother? Damn, that's crazy. I've never even seen videos like that. Night whooped in. God bless you, man.
Take it easy, brother. But which restaurant was it where they were eating? They said it was kangaroo meat. Was it Jack in the Box back in the day?
Yeah, I think that was Jack in the Box back in the day, back before they
No, no, camel
destroyed
meat or
the.
something, right? Or kangaroo meat.
But that's a lot better than what McDonald's is selling now. They're selling human meat.
Then you say one bad word and then Facebook bans you. I mean, YouTube bans you for. I mean, Facebook bans you for about a month, but they be placing all kinds of crazy videos on there, man.
I'm pretty sure you know me by now, Cynthia.
So, what do y'all want to see, man? I can show you something of the spirit, something that happened to me. I don't know if I got a video of it or not. It was like a day after of when I crossed over that I made it back home and I started working out and I took in a picture.
That's
But
a
you can,
that's a cool picture,
let
man.
me,
That's
let
a
me
cool
see. I
picture.
can
You can show it.
let me see. I can find that to share with y'all.
You don't have to put it in caps, Cynthia.
I don't know if I got the video or picture of that. Do you remember? It was a video.
I think so. No, the last time you showed it was a picture.
It was a picture. Oh,
Yes,
I gotta.
sir.
There you go. I found it. I got a video of it. Let me share it. Check out this picture. This is like a week after or a day after, like 2 days after I came from the hospital after the blood clot or after I crossed over and came back. I was trying to do a workout, and I'm gonna show it to y'all. There you go.
Wow, dude, you can see the whole roof be right through your body and the wall right through your body, man.
I was you could say vibrating in a different
Frequency.
frequency. That's when I was fighting Elms Grove. When I was fighting spiritually, I was fighting.
You look a lot younger, cousin. You look a lot younger in that picture.
I was. I was like 30 something.
Dude, I can't even remember back to when I was 30 something. That was like 20 some odd years ago, man.
30 something or 40 something. I can't remember. Yeah, I was like 30 something. But you can see right through me, even through my shorts. You can see everything behind me. You can see
Yep.
the wall, look, the railing. You can see it right behind me.
Right through you.
Talking about vibrating at a different frequency.
Mm-hmm.
I do have another picture there that looks weird, but I don't know if it was a camera thing, but I need to look for it. But this is weird here because I had crossed over, got blessed to come back, and I would feel different as I'm
Mm.
spiritual. I was feeling different when you
Right there,
blessed,
right there, right there. You're phasing.
phasing in and out.
Yep.
I mean, you see down here, see it right there.
Yep. All the way across.
This railing, right there, right behind me, right through me. I just wanted to share this. Not unless light curved or something made it look that way, but I don't know. It's like going, when you're going in and out of this reality. I just wanted to share the picture. I wonder what the people are saying. Let me push play a little bit.
Oh wow! I didn't even know that, little brother. What 20 minutes? Sig 1212.
There you go.
Wow, I don't remember that, little brother. I do remember being there when he had his operation. I know Gilbert also flatlined when they cut his half of his lung out. He died on the table and they brought him back. Big Sig 1212 wants to know if you remember anything about when you died, Primo.
Yeah, I remember being in the room. There was a King Doctor's Hospital. There was a curtain in between me and when I walked into the room. I mean, this is an ICU room. They didn't even hold me in a wheelchair. I walked into the room because they had a
Yeah,
room for
cousin.
me at the VA. So I walked into the room. I seen there was a guy that had all kinds of hoses. It was an ICU room, and he's moving his feet like this, saying no. And I look at his eyes, and he's moving his eyes left to right, like telling me no, like I guess you could say warning me. I just didn't see it that way. So I prayed for him. I grabbed him from the feet, and I prayed for him to be protected, to be healed. But he kept on moving, saying with his eyes no, like trying to warn me. And his feet, he kept on moving the left to right. Uh, they injected me with some blood thinners because I had the blood clot on my left leg was here huge, from my foot all the way up to my I don't know to my body. Uh, all I remember is while I was in the days, they brought a piece of paper and they already had all the check marks on there. All they wanted me to just put my signature. I guess that the piece of paper was for my organs, and they came and did that, and they grabbed my hand like if I'm writing it. And next thing you know, when they left, kids that put my signature on there. Uh, I started seeing things. It's where the room changed and looked like a cave, and I could see a altar or a podium with a like a old flag with a star and the blue. Like back in the days, and I could see Abraham Lincoln with a top hat looking at me, pointing at me like that, you know. So I go from that to walking on some like golden stairs, and when I look down, I could see the universe, the stars, and I could see Earth in the distance. It was pretty far, but I could see it. So I start walking up this stairs. I'm not trying to look down. I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm halfway up, and I could see a platform up there, and there's something very bright. And from the brightness, I could see a figure come through the brightness and stand at the edge. Uh, and he asked me, "There's no way you should be here." And he's asking me, "How did I make it this far?" You know, and I told him I don't know. And then he asked me, "What do you want?" But his voice is like Mother Nature itself, like thunder, lightning, earthquake, tornado, like just made out of Mother Nature. The voice is speaking to me very loud, and I told him I want to be with my son. You know, with because my son was small, so I was talking with my heart, right? Like I want to be with my son, and I guess he knew that the love was real. And then he looked at me. Then he said, "Then what are you doing here?" Right? So it's kind of like he gave me permission to come back. So I was able to descend. I went through the universe, in through the atmosphere of the earth, through the sky, the clouds, through the top of the building of the hospital. And I was going from room to room till I got back to my vessel, my body. I could see my body. The eyes were rolled back wide. My body was just going into convulsions, like just twitching. And my eyes were already open because they were white. My spirit went in, flipped. When it flipped, my eyesight came to me automatically, and the curtain opened. I guess it was a doctor. He had a big old smile on his face, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. His his smile went to fear. He turned around and took a running, he dropped his drink and everything, like he was scared. He took a running out of there. Then next thing you know, not even a minute, like seconds, all these nurses, RNs, and they go in the room and they're telling me to get out of there, leave now. And I'm asking them why. Y'all tell me I'm going to be here for about a month because the blood clot is big as it is. And no, you need to leave now. You need to leave now. So they let me go like that, man. I don't know. All I remember is got in my vehicle. I'm driving back home and I'm feeling sweat, right? So I pull over to the side of the road. When I look through the rearview mirror, I see my face. I had blood coming out of my tear ducts, out of my nose, out of my mouth, just blood coming out. So my brother-in-law's mom calls me asking for my sister, and I'm like all in a daze, and I don't know what the hell I'm saying to her. She can understand me. Then my sister calls me, and she tried to talk to me. She said, I don't know, because I'm mumbling to her too. And she's like, "I'm gonna be waiting for you at the house. Make it home." I don't even know how I made it home. I don't know. I don't remember the trip from the King Daughters Hospital all the way to Killeen. That's like, a good distance. I don't know how I made it home. All I know is I went to go lay down. I guess my sister was there, and that night, man, I fought for my life again. This dark shadow figures came. There was like 6 or 7 of them, or I can't even remember. All in all, they're in my room, standing. They're reaching out for me. You could see skeleton hands, like if they were like reapers. And my sister comes running in the room and jumps on the bed, and she starts praying. You know, my sister B. She starts praying for me, and I'm trying to fight one of the reapers because he keeps on reaching with me with his skeleton hand. And then I said to myself, "Where's your faith?" So I start praying with her. When I start praying with her, the reapers leave. All that weekend, I fought for my life. Um, I had to go back Monday to the VA. When they did that INR, I think the original one they did, I had like well they did one that said I had 7.9, but one of them that said I had 11.9 blood thinner in my system, and they were saying there's no way in the world that they could have made a mistake like that. He said that's too much blood thinner that your organs is gonna fail on you. So when they told me that, they're telling me that King Doctors Hospital tried to kill me. They ran me off. Figured they're probably gonna die on the road back to Killeen or be in an accident, you know. Uh, but God was looking out for me. I still don't know how I made it home. Uh, but yeah, that was my experience. I tried to get my records from King Doctors Hospital that would have given to me. The doctor, to make a long story short, nurse, the RN started following me around. They would tell me, I didn't even know what they were talking about. They'll tell me, it's your fault he's not here. It's your fault he's not here. And I'm like, what are they talking about? You know, till finally I ran into a
Mon-
nurse and she told me, she says, there's no
uh,
way in the world. She
mon-
said, there's no way in the world you should be here. So you were clinically dead for, I believe she said, was it 20 minutes? She said I was clinically dead for about 20 minutes. That there's no way in the world I should be here amongst the living.
Moderator, we have some people in here that need to go.
Who it is?
Savio Fernandez. He says that he needs to pray for Pope Francis. That we need to pray for Figure Fernandez to learn music to heal his giddiness. Please pray for church mass and pray. And yeah, that's a troll. He's out.
Who's Figo Fernandez?
I have no idea. This person just came in, and I'm pretty sure it's a troll.
Well, he's out. Um, so I run into an RN that lives across me, and she tells me, "I know what happened to you." She said that she said I was clinically dead for 20 minutes. Well, what happened? There was this guy that moved in next to me, and I was always getting rocks being thrown at the side of my mobile home. And he was single, and then all of a sudden, there's like a niece and a nephew that moved in with her. So he started getting me in trouble with the office where I lived, and he asked him one day, "Say, hey man, so I thought me and you were cool. You're paramilitary. I'm paramilitary. What's your problem with me?" He looked at me straight up and he said, "It's your fault. My brother is dead." I said, "Look, man, you're like the fifth or sixth person that's blaming me for something that I don't even know what you're talking about." He said that his brother was the doctor that see me that day. Well, the doctor got so scared that he committed suicide. He killed himself.
D boy, we're not. This is not a debating show, bro. We're sharing experiences that we lived through. This is We're not here for debate, bro.
I got him, man.
If it makes no sense, see your way out, brother.
I got him.
Nobody's begging you to stay.
I got him. So he's just trying to interrupt in my story. So I had
Yeah, that's all he
like
was
four
doing.
RNs that said that the doctor that seen me that day, he got scared. I guess he took off running because I should have been dead. So I'm more sure that he done took a lot of people's lives in that manner. That he knew that there was a God at that time because God blessed me to come back to my body. So he took his own life, and that's why the brother wanted vengeance. And I was like, "Look, your brother tried to take me out, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to avenge him, but I got to avenge my death too, and I'm going to take it out on you." That guy moved the following day. He didn't want to do nothing with me. That's what I experienced. Crossed over. There is a heavenly kingdom, brothers and sisters. Uh, I guess I was worthy to be blessed to come back into this world, even though that I had to rebuild my leg up and I had to do my own therapy because VA wouldn't help me. The Heavenly Father gave me the strength to be able to get myself, back up to par. So the healing and everything, it was Jesus, the Heavenly Father, that blessed me to give me the strength to rebuild myself up. But even that, the opportunity to come back to be here with my son, or else I would have been gone. And this happened in 2004. So I would have only been with my son for about 3 years. And my son is now 23.
Yeah.
So 23 years has passed by. Maybe one day I'll show the paperwork of that day. I got the paperwork.
Man, I wish I could have kicked him out myself, man. He needed to be kicked out a long time ago.
Yeah, I hadn't seen cousin because I was too busy saying the story. But that picture is from that time frame, which is I'll share it one more time. Well, y'all seen it. No, is it some people want to say certain things because they don't want to believe in the Heavenly Father. I'm just sharing my testimony, and
Yeah, he got
I
mad
just
because
don't got the testimony. I got proof in the picture that I got here.
dude, he got mad because you kicked that other troll out, man. He said you get rid of people who disagree with you. So he had been wanting to. He had been needed to go a long time ago. Come on, moderators, y'all got the power.
And please do not ask me to bring these people back on. They're supposedly your friends, or they're coming from other channels. They will remain booted out. I don't got time for that.
Savannah la birdie.
I'm just being honest. If they wanna act like assholes, well, they're gonna be treated like assholes. So they're out of here. I'll share it one more time, y'all. The picture.
Hmm.
I don't even know if I'm sharing it. I'll share it one more time. The title says, "The day I got blessed to come back to my body, I was clinically dead for 20 minutes."
Yeah, he don't want to know you, Cynthia.
There we go.
Hmm.
There's a title down there. The day I got blessed to come back to my body, I was clinically dead for 20 minutes. And that wasn't trying to remind me, y'all, because it wanted me dead. Okay, I'll stop sharing that. Boom. Go back to you, cousin Jesse. There we go.
He was still living in Elms Grove, I think, Madeline, when he took that picture.
Yeah, so I was living in Elms Grove.
No, well, no. The thing is, Cynthia, while Abe was sharing his story, he was mocking Abe. He was like, "Sure," and that he needed proof and this and that. I go, "Well, if you ain't like the conversation, you could always see your way out. Nobody got you in here." And then I saw the way he was disrespecting Bear, and then he started dealing with you. So yeah, he had to go. Him and his buddy, they came in together.
I don't know what. How come you can't boot out anybody, cousin?
They won't let me, cousin. I don't have that power.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I will have to look into that to see if I could do something. Try to add you as something that in that nature. Where's Wolf Den when you need him?
Yeah, because on YouTube, man, on YouTube, I'll kick him out as soon as I see him, man. I can't do it here. He don't got a high IQ. He's a dumbass. How you gonna come in here and then start to disrespect? Jesse don't play that.
That's what happened to me, and I got blessed, and then I had a couple of more incidents like that happened to me later on that I got blessed again. But that was the one that I remember being in the heavens. And I've also witnessed the other location. When I was fighting spiritually in Elms Grove. After I forgave a person that I didn't know, I had to forgive because I had forgotten about it. It happened when I was in fifth grade. I forgave that man truthfully, and those things that were trying to attack me, destroy me, right? They surfaced up in my room. They were standing in my room, and they told me that they wanted to show me something. So where they took me was a location where you could see like the lava, the fire. There was torture cages with spikes and all kinds of different knives and torture and chains. Where there's these things that they call themselves tormentors, or torturing souls, of I guess people, where their flesh was coming off and their flesh was going back on, like an everlasting torture. And then they got in front of me and they said, "Do you want to know our name? We all have names. Do you want to know our names?" And I didn't say nothing to them. Then they brought me back to my reality, and I'm still in the room. They're standing in front of me, and they said to me, "You're only here for one reason. We want you to do something for us. If you do this, we won't do nothing to none of your family members. But you're gonna do this." And I didn't ask what. I said, "You have to take your life. So if you take your life, you don't have to worry about anybody in your family being tormented or being killed." So by then I had already forgiven that guy. So I'm looking through the bullshit, and I look at him and I said, first of all, my my family members all protected by the Heavenly Father because I pray for them. And then I looked at him and I said, I take authority over you in Jesus Christ's name. I tie, bind, and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. When I said that, they took off. They went through the walls. After that happened, all the things that were happening to me in Elms Grove stopped. In which I was able to move out of there. But they were trying to destroy me. And the medicine that I was on, that I was telling you about the medicines earlier, was Phentoin and gabapentin. I was still on those meds when that happened. I think the doctor had barely changed it. Had barely changed it. Not even when that happened. I think I had barely changed it for about a week. It was barely like a week or 2 weeks out of my system. So a lot of the things that were happening kind of stopped, right? But if it was just in my imaginations, right, I wouldn't have no pictures. If it was in my imagination, I wouldn't have no EVPs of the growlings and the things that were being said to me. Spiritual warfare is very real. Basically, what I'm saying to you is, do not give them power, because that's what they want. They want you to. They want to have power over you. Believing in them is giving them power. Fearing them is giving them power. Uh, you take away the power. No fear, no belief, and take authority over them in Jesus Christ's name. Tell them to leave. But yes, they wanted me out of the equation completely. That if that would have happened, I would have been gone. Like in 2012, 2011, when that happened to me. Luckily, I have a strong will. I'll never give up, and I have faith in Jesus Christ. That allow me to take authority over them in Jesus Christ's name. Here's a question. Uh, when I got dropped, when I got dropped by these other things, I was on the medicine still. I'll show you. Let me show this. Let me get the screen, and I'll share the picture. There you go. Let me go to y'all. This is a thing that dropped me when I was on that medicine. Stop acting weird right now. Okay.
Sailor.
You see that, people?
That's it, cause
I was on the medicines when I got dropped by this spirits. I'll call them, shadow figures. Uh, I used to have a picture of them that looks whiter than this. For some reason, you do a video here on the YouTube. It takes away from the picture.
now you can see them though coming down.
Yeah, they always try to find a spiritual opening. Like they try one of the things that they focus on is division. They want people to argue. If they can get people to argue or have somebody gets mad, well, that's the opening. He wants people to get mad to attack, right? So that's why when somebody wants to have a argue with me, I don't try to argue with them because I know I have to maintain my heavenly love foundation because of things like this picture here, where they're just they're just trying to find an opening to attack. On this day, I hadn't forgiven yet. I think it was a day after this. Well, no, like a week later when they got me off some of the meds. that I forgave that individual, because once I forgave, a lot of this thing stopped. But on this day, I got dropped on my knees. I was on one knee, and I was getting pressed. My head was getting pressed to my chest. My hands were being held behind me, like elevated in the air, and I could feel a lot of weight on me. So I said, "God help me." When I say "God help me," it's like I feel the heaviness go away. But I literally yelled for God to help me. And this is a picture. They're all around me. I believe there was on top of me, behind me, but here they are. Just a little glimpse of them. It was an accidental picture because I had the camera and my phone in my hand. So there was literally an accidental picture, and I was able to capture the tormentors. I believe that's what they were. They tried to ambush me when I was walking early morning. I was doing my early morning exercise. I need to get back to that, but I'm kind of like a beacon. They know where I'm at, so I can be walking and they'll try to attack. I never seen that right there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there could have been some angels there fighting them, dude. When I called them for help.
Yep.
You see that, Primo?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it, cousin. I see that white angel looking thing in there.
Yeah, it's like they were looking out for when they came to help me. You see them? Look at this.
Yeah, I see
Look at
it.
this.
Mm.
It's like they came to help me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had never noticed that, man. There's one ugly looking one right there. All right, let me stop sharing this. I want to apologize for the rude behavior of the trolls, man.
Can I answer Sailor Nemesis'
Go
question,
ahead, cousin.
cousin? How would someone with a spiritual open like addiction be able to fight? Sailor, the way I did it through Jesus Christ. I realized that the drug addiction is just a offering to a demon. I stopped one day from the next. I started going to church and started growing my faith. And that's the only way you can fight that is through faith in Jesus Christ and a lot of prayer. That's how a drug addict fights back. You have to take back what you gave out. And that's how I did it because I was a drug addict, sailor, and that's how I did it. Faith and prayer is the only way you can fight back when you're an addict.
I would take you out to those areas, man, but I just don't want nobody.
I hope
I
that
just
answers
don't want
your
nobody to
question,
get attacked,
sailor.
man. But or get an attachment. If you're not spiritual ready or on the right path, they'll attack. They know what's in your heart. Remember, the spirit knows the spirit. So what is a disembodied spirit? Is that a spirit? So they know what's in your heart. They know your strength, and they know your weaknesses. So they're going to target you. They know the things that you've been through in life. So they target. Uh, One of them took the form of my mother. When I got targeted that night, and it was a day where my dogs were barking. I went outside. There's nobody in the yard, and I go to near the gate. I see somebody standing on my neighbor's bench. They had the light on, and they come down the steps. They stand up, come down the steps. standing on the curb and looking at me. I'm looking at the individual, and in my mind, I'm saying, "This is no way. This is no way." And the reason I'm saying that is because of what I'm witnessing is my mother. But my mother, this is like in 2015. My mother had been deceased since has been she deceased since 1985. So whatever it was, it manifested to look like her, but I could see through. Like I said, the spirit knows the spirit, so I could see through the manifestation, and I could see its true nature. So I'll start praying against it. When you start praying against it, it takes off like a shapeshifter skinwalker or DDN, demonic, and it's just walking parallel to me. I'm praying and against it, and it just disappears, vanishes in thin air like a puff of smoke. Uh, Spiritual warfare is very real, brothers and sisters.
Yes, let me tell you what I discovered, Sailor. The reason I was addicted, and this is just my personal point. What I found out that was addicting me is I was chasing the feeling of the first time I used. And no matter how much I used, I could never get that back. That's like saying you're chasing a dragon knowing that you're never going to catch that dragon. So why chase it? I got one day I just got fed up of getting up hungover, smelling like cigarettes. My clothes smelled like cigarettes. I got up hating the cocaine hangover. So from one day to the next, I just quit cold turkey and I haven't looked back.
Uh, these things that I speak of, the DDN, disembodied demonic Nephilim, they have the abilities to manifest like your loved ones and mimic their voices also. So I'm just letting you know. That's why you have to. It's important to maintain the Heavenly Love Foundation daily and don't give them any openings because they'll use that to their fullest advantage to try to come up against you.
Yeah, I try not to judge too, Sailor, but no one looks down on an addict more than an ex-addict. And I'll tell you that because I used to be like that. Once I kicked it, I would look down on addicts because I, I was like, I can't believe they haven't figured it out yet.
Well, y'all were worrying about addictions, right? Or being high and stuff like that. I was being bombarded, man. I'll show you a picture of how I got two pictures I want to share with y'all. Let me look for them real quick. But go ahead, cousin Jesse.
No, no, cousin, I was just sharing a personal experience, cousin, so that she can see that it is possible to quit that stuff because former addicts like myself, we found a way to do it. I found out that if you don't do it for yourself, you ain't gonna do it. You can't quit saying that I'm gonna quit for my son, I'm gonna quit for my daughter, for my grandma. And if you don't quit for yourself, then you ain't ever gonna find a way because nobody's gonna care for your vessel the way you do. That's exactly what I did. See, 12, 12. I figured I had gone as far as I could by myself, so now I need spiritual leading, and that's why I turned to Christ.
Trying to see if I can find that picture, man, where shit it was I was fighting spiritually there in Elms Grove.
Uh, you gotta realize one day, sailor, that you really don't need it. The only thing you need is Jesus to keep you moving forward. Don't be afraid of. I don't even remember going through any relapse or sicknesses after I quit because I quit wholeheartedly. I wasn't. I never got withdrawals or anything like that for any of the stuff I used to do.
You did it cold turkey.
I can't. I did it cold turkey. I cannot stand the smell of cigarettes, man. I can be around people that use cocaine, crack, all that stuff, and I don't have a need for it. They say, "Hey, you want some?" And I just tell them, "You do you, I'll do me, man. I'm good. I don't need it." But you know me, cousin. You know how long I have been getting high. I was still a teenager when I was getting high. You remember that, man? I feel bad because I led all my little brothers astray. I apologize to them on our chat for familia. I apologize to them for leading them astray, man. Jesse just wanted to rule the streets.
Yeah, I was just a little bit different and all that.
Yeah, and I was proud of you, man, that you never did that, man. I mean, you drank every now and then, but you weren't addicted to drinking. I would go buy cases of beer and just sit there and drink, man. Cases of beer.
Okay, this is what I want to. I found the two pictures I wanted to share, so you can see. You see how I look right now, right? I want to show you pictures where I was being spiritually attacked. Here live with spiritual encrypted encounters. I got two pictures I wanted to share with you. There's one. There's one of them. One. Of,
You don't even have eyeballs, man. Your eyes look all black.
yeah, I was fighting spiritually. They're trying to, you could say, possess me, bro. Demonize me. Even though I was being like they wanted to turn my heart black. There's one picture that's in the path of Elms Grove, and here's one more, brothers and sisters. Maybe this one you'll be able to see a better picture. Can you see that? Look how messed up I look, cousin.
I'm looking at that.
They were literally I was fighting for. I was like had no energy because they were draining my energy daily. Uh, and somewhere or another, man, I found a way, man, to keep like love in a little bit of love in my heart somewhere in there, man. There was a spiritual opening. I would always pray daily, and I would say, God, help me, if show me a sign of what's going on. Then one day, I chased this shadow figure that was over my little uh, nephew's son, and it's flying. It goes to a tree, jumps into a tree, and then it comes out of the tree, starts flying up in the sky, and it's laughing. So when it's laughing, I recognized the laugh, and the laugh was a guy that I speak to you about, Ignacio Torres. It was his laugh. So that's when I called Tia Rachel and asked if he was still alive, and she said he had already been deceased for about 3 years. So I knew that I had to
Wow.
forgive him. So I forgave him. But yeah, I was going through a lot because I just would never say nothing. I would always say, well, if something's gonna happen, you know, instead of my brothers and sisters being affected, let it happen to me, right? That's what I would say. But then at the same time, that's not the right thing to say. The right thing is to say, I take authority over you in Jesus Christ's name. I tie bind and rebuke you, leave me alone. Or, tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. I was just trying to figure out what was it that was attacking me, but that's a picture that when I look at this picture, it just brings a lot of memories, man.
Wow.
I was being attacked, bro, daily. Imagine you're walking in the park during the day, and you just hear footsteps run behind you, and you by the time you turn around, you already get hit in the back, and you fly 4 or 5 feet in the air, and you uh, tumble and roll, get up with your guards up, and there's nobody there. Or sometimes I'll hear the footsteps running in front of me. I get hit in the front and I fly backwards.
Wow.
So you could say that was like a form of the word trying to demonize me, but I kept on fighting. Yeah, I don't look in good health there, man. I was going through a lot. I just wanted to share that photo so that people could see.
Also, cousin, now that I've been clean and sober all these years, man, I found out that addiction is just mental weakness. It's an opening. It's a mental weakness, and I'm not a weak-minded individual, man. I finally saw through the haze that hey,
I just wanted to share with
the
you.
way I was
I have nothing to
living,
hide from nobody. I understand where you're coming from. Whether you're a drug addict, uh, alcoholic, whatever the case might be, I understand because I went through it. I know exactly what to do to overcome this unseen forces from the other side of the balance. I'm just showing you.
yep, cousin, I actually made it, and I'm here with you now, and in all my five senses, man. I found my way out of the tunnel I was walking in.
Yeah, they wanted me out, man, out of the equation. Yeah, that looks creepy, man. That picture right there. Yeah. So let me take that picture out of here, man. We type under in Jesus Christ's name. I just
Amen.
wanted to share it with you. I went through a lot for years fighting there in Elms Grove. It makes you wonder, was the area or I was just being spiritually targeted, spiritually tested. But apparently I survived that onslaught and I'm still here. I mean, what do you think I captured all these other pictures of me with these things right beside me, like because they were around me. The this unseen forces, they're around me because they wanted me. They still do, they still suffer some, but I'm able I've understood how to fight them spiritually. That's why I created spiritual encrypted encounters to try to help out people spiritually. Oh, here's an let me see this one. Yeah, I'm gonna show. Is an example of what I'm speaking about. Let me share this picture with you all. I got all kinds of crazy pictures and videos. This is a portal.
Oh wow.
You see that?
I see it.
Right by my head.
Yeah, right behind you.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just showing you some examples of that. Don't want to focus too much on the picture. I'm just giving you examples that I've been through it. Fought spiritually, and I found out by fighting them, I found out uh, exactly what to do to be able to fight them spiritually. Of course, it's got to be done through Jesus Christ. So if anybody's got any anger or hatred or vengeance, I suggest forgive those individuals and get rid of the hatred and anger and vengeance, because if not, you can be liable to for a spiritual attack like what happened to me. You have to forgive, to find peace within yourself. As you forgive and find peace within yourself, then you find the heavenly love foundation, in which you have Jesus Christ with you and the heavenly angels to assist you spiritually. That's the key. When people talk about kids with black eyed kids, well, you see in the picture, I have black eyes. All, like if I had no eyes in my eye sockets. Bear read my other comment. It's been a pretty good show, man. I just wanted to do something different. I think. What do y'all think? Tuesdays and Thursdays. I mean, it's Scooby Doo Thursday. I should have put Scooby Doo. It just I felt I had to talk about a lot of things. It's been bothering me because I truly, like I said, if I've ever offended anybody in any kind of way, shape, or form, I'll apologize. And I'm just trying to. My mom would always believe, or should I say, I believe if you experience something or go through something, you share what you're going through, that it can help out others, especially if they might go through the same thing you're going through. So don't be afraid to speak about what you're going through because it can help somebody else. That's why I talk about the things I talk about. I feel that if I share my experiences and other people maybe are going through something or might go through something, that will know exactly what to do. They're gonna remember this video and say, "Well, Brother Abe Cia says to not to give the enemy unseen forces power." He tells me the Matima Love Foundation, don't give him power of fear or believing in it, or be mad at it because it's going to use that as a spiritual opening to attack me. So you overcome it with a heavenly love foundation through Jesus Christ. You don't accept the negativity. You just don't believe in it. You It's when you go into prayer and type on and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. 2 hours and 14 minutes, cuz.
Yes,
So,
sir. Been a good
what do
show.
you think about that, cousin? I think I have another crazy picture. I don't think I've shared it, but I will have to look for it in the archives here.
Yeah, I spent too many years, man, getting high. Uh, Never realizing what I was doing was the doing offerings to demons, and I walked through that, came out the other side, and was able to meet you here, man, on this show. And
Me and my cousin, we hadn't talked in years. Yeah, how many years had it been, cousin?
there had been shit. The last time I talked to you, I was 18 years old, man.
Yeah, it had been years.
hmm I think the last time I talked to you was you were still at that house where you used to live, and you were preaching to me, and I really didn't wasn't trying to hear it because I was doing what I was doing, and that was the last time we spoke. We didn't speak again until I was like what 50, 52, 53 years old. How you doing, Spy Eye? Welcome in.
We look at the comments. So when I created this is to I created as a form of therapy for me in a sense of a way that I'm able to, when people say PTSD, veterans got PTSD. Well, I don't want to be in that like that. I want to be the person that I am, just talk freely about anything and just communicate with people. So, because the VA gives the veterans a bad rep, they try to make us sound like we're crazy. I mean, yeah, we were crazy when we took the oath, right, to serve our country because what's at stake is a matter of life or death. That's what we as soldiers train for combat, offensive and defensive. Especially what I did as a tanker. I mean, there was a saying I was crazy then. That I went to war is afterwards. I want to say I'm crazy.
Yeah, they weren't saying you were crazy when you were doing their bidding, and then when you came back, they were like, "Oh, nah, you're just crazy. We don't know anything."
Sailor, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, we really strong family, man, and my cousin knows that if he ever needs anything from me, I'll be there no matter what. Especially if somebody's trying to attack him physically, they gotta go through me first.
It's like I can handle my own, but I'm on a lot of medications. But it's like the meds that I got on, man. It's like I can only do so much, but I will have to zone out and just be a whole different person like I used to be. That's one of the reasons that I work out like I was working out, just in case somebody tried to come at me in a negative way. I had to protect the vessel. So it's hard. Basically, what I'm saying is hard when somebody is either bedridden in the hospital or going through something, especially if they're sick, like heart attacks or etc. That it's hard for them, because what they're trying to come after is the spirit, trying to cause chaos and havoc. So they try to get you down. They try to come at you when you're down. Basically, is what I'm saying. When you,
You're right, Spy.
see, people that see and know the truth are always outcasts. Yeah, that's always been. I
Yep.
couldn't tell my mom I stay away from the lady because I see a snake coming out of her body or a dark shadow figure right beside her. Especially if they're in a conversation, in the '70s, that's a slap in the face automatically. Like you're not supposed to interrupt an adult conversation. Thank you, Sister Madeline. I try my best. I'm not perfect. I try my best. I just don't like hurting people, especially if they took it the wrong way. Because I don't try to say anything bad about anybody. If I've said bad about somebody, it's only out of defense. But I rather not believe when people share their testimony. It's important because it can help other people, and to me, that's what it's about. Even when I was going through what I was going through in Elms Grove, I wasn't really worried about me. I know I was going through a lot, but if somebody would come to me and ask for me for help, I'll go help them because that's always been. Just like I helped cousin Jesse, there was a lot of people that would contact me and ask me questions, and I would help them. Some people were having marital problems, and I knew the people. I spoke to them, and thank God that they were able to forgive, and they're still married till this day. Here we go. Yeah, they do that every time I go there. They always try to say something, a smart remark or something like to disrespect me. I just ignore them. I ignore them when they say something rude to me. I look at the camera and I'm like, because they're listening. So the camera could be up there, and I just look at the camera when they're being disrespectful, and I'm looking at the camera, go like, what are you gonna do about it? And I just like ignore the negative comments. I think I have a. Let me see if I can find this picture real quick. I have it here somewhere. I have a crazy picture when I was fishing with my son that something strange happened to my camera or to the picture. Let me see if I can find it. I don't even know if I got the picture. Or maybe I'll share it another day. I know it's 2 hours and 23 minutes. You got anything to say, cousin Jesse? The floor is yours. So whatever you want to say to me, yours.
Are we about to end, cousin?
It's up to you. If you want to end or you want to continue to converse, that's fine.
Well, I'm down to 20% on my tablet,
Okay.
man.
If you want to say your farewells, go ahead, cousin.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in, and I hope that all of you that are dealing with drug addiction can find your way out. Pray to God, Jesus Christ, to help you see your way through the fog. And saying that, may the Lord bless you and protect you while you sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, may He give you abundance and joy.
Amen.
Cousin, good night.
Good night, cousin.
Good night, Cynthia.
It just has helped me open my eyes to a few things too. Yeah. I mean, God wants us to have love. He wants us to have forgiveness, because through love and forgiveness, we get blessed with spiritual gift of discernment. You know, how many times have you heard somebody say that they have love in the heart, but at the same time they have unforgiveness? If they have unforgiveness, that means they have hatred, which is a spiritual opening. You know, and so, or they'll say, I can forgive, but I can forget. Well, when you forgive truthfully in faith, then you forget about that individual. I mean, you can talk about the story, but you're not gonna be mad about it because you've done forgiving that individual, and it's been out of true faith in Jesus, through Jesus Christ, that is going to change your demeanor as a human being. I've changed over the years of who I am right now. Uh, I don't, like I said, my intentions is never to hurt anybody or say anything negative about somebody. You know, that's why at the beginning of the show I apologize. If anybody took it the wrong way or what I was trying to explain, if you look at the footage of all my shows, just about is a lot of good in the shows, more good than bad. I stopped talking about certain individuals that were trolling me. You know, took that away from them, took the took power away from the enemy. That's what you're supposed to do, not feed them, take away from them. And once I stopped talking about certain individual that were coming up against a negative way, not paying attention to them or giving them power, they stopped. I mean, they might show up with a fake profile now and then, but I'm still doing the works, and I'm going to continue to do the works. If, like I say, if you're ever going through something, the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, is just waiting for you. He's waiting for you to open up your door, which is your heart, your windows, which is your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your senses, right? Open up spiritually to Him. Have a personal relationship so He can help you out spiritually through whatever you're going through. Yeah, sure. That sounds good, Sailor Nemesis. Just let me know uh, whenever you want to do it. Yeah, yeah. Just gotta forgive. You want to cut the negative tie. Just remember the negativity that was there. In order for you to stop the negativity, you have to forgive. Once you forgive, the negativity has no more jurisdiction to be there. So that's going to get lifted off of you, in which you're going to change completely. You're going to feel a lot different as a person. Trust me. You're going to be like, man, I should have listened to Brother Abe 5 years ago. So this is a good feeling. It's an awesome feeling knowing that the Heavenly Father has my back. It's an awesome feeling that He loves me. It's an awesome feeling that He's blessing me with a spiritual gift of discernment, and He's showing me this thing spiritually. It's a feeling that you know you're loved by through by the Heavenly Father. An amazing feeling. It outweighs the negativity big time. It's kind of like y'all see what happened to my hand. I mean, I was squeezing. I mean, I just shook his hand and he just squeezed the hell out of it. Try to take me out. But my hand is doing better. It still hurt. It still hurts some. I got some numbness here. It's still hurting. So I'm gonna have to give it another week for it to heal. It takes longer for me to heal since I'm on blood thinners. I don't know who you are, Pat Mitch. Who am I speaking to? Is it who's Mike Pat Mitch? Is it a certain individual that's a regular troll here? I don't even know who I'm speaking to. Pat Mitch. I mean, what was your name that you were in here? You can always unblock it. I just trying to figure out who you are. What's your name? There we go. When I deal with negative people, encounter is over. I send a heart bubble into the sky and bless them with love. Let the air carry away the negative feelings away in the love bubble. Amen. Is I know I haven't been talking about certain individuals I used to talk about. I have no reason to talk about anybody. I mean, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I never had nothing against anybody, especially the people that have been trolling me. No, I just don't know why they will continue to troll me. If, I don't consider them as an enemy. Just sometimes people go through situations that makes them a certain way. And I told you that you wasn't going to stop me doing the works that I do, and here I am, still doing the works that I do. Don't make me go do it live for another hour, because I'll continue doing live in your time frame. Whoever the troll is that can't say their name, their real name. Say your real name, not no fake account name. Your real name. The Heavenly Father knows who you are. If He knows who you are, and I'm just a believer, right? A disciple of the Heavenly Father. If He knows who you are, I know who you are too, because the Spirit knows the Spirit. So I know who you are. I know things haven't been going your way. I can tell you that right now. It's been a bumpy ride. I told you a long time ago. Change your ways. You chose not to. And look at the situation you put yourself into. You did it to yourself. So I would suggest, if you truly want things to change for you in your life, we'll ask God for forgiveness or repent for your sins and change your ways. Seek God. He knows. He knows if you're a true believer, and He knows if you're a sinner or if you're dabbling in something else. It's never too late to change. That's all I'm saying. To the guy that couldn't tell me who he is, can't blame everybody else for something that you done. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, I ain't even spoken about that individual in a long time because I spoke to Sister Madeline and I said I'm not gonna entertain this person anymore. I'm not even gonna mention them. But no, you got to come here and with a fake profile. So to see if you gonna trigger me, you ain't gonna trigger me, man. Like I said, you put yourself in your situation because you did it all to yourself. Not nobody else to blame but yourself. I do get the solo stream still. I got it on private. You want me to put up the solo stream so you can remember? You know, it's like those individuals. It's what's funny about them is they want to say all kinds of things and poke the bear and everything. But then when you tell them something straight up, they get all scared. They want to cry about it, play victim. Oh, we don't do this, but here you are with a troll profile still at one something in the morning, trying to interrupt my life. Then you wonder, when you say to God, God, uh, why am I in this situation? Well, look what you do. Look at your ways. That's why. Do you want me to put a picture of this guy for old time's sake? Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, man, it's like you're the past, bro. The pasado. We done. You're just the past, man. Irrelevant in my path. You're irrelevant. Like I said, it's never too late to ask God for forgiveness, repent for your sins. He is forgive. He can forgive you, but it's got to be done in true faith and true belief in Jesus Christ. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, like I said, I can keep on going. We'll get somebody else here called Edina Wilson. How you doing? I guess there's a paranormal roundtable in here, which I don't know. I've never seen paranormal roundtable come in here, so I don't know who that is. As paranormal table, I believe it's a fake profile. I might be wrong. So I gotta say, because I think I know who I'm speaking to. This is what I gotta say, man. To y'all, it's gonna be 3 years in December. It'll be when the year finishes. 3 years, man. That somebody hasn't made it home. Just waiting. I haven't been paying attention to nobody, but 3 years, man, is a long time. How's that song? You can get everything you want out of life. It's going to be almost 3 years. I know you've been trolling me for about five, about 5 years. Purity just got down with a live out in the woods. I see. Oh, okay. No, because we had a troll earlier and it came in a negative way. I think it was two trolls we kicked out. Then he come in here and asked me why he got booted out. You know, how you doing, Sister Nellie Turner? Okay. No, there was some fake profiles that came in earlier and were saying something earlier. So did Beardy on the live? Well, since you're here, I'll show you something else real quick. Since you're all here, let's see if I can find it because this has been popular all week. I think it had like 1,000 something views. This video on YouTube. So I'll share it one more time with y'all. Why not? Let me share it with you. Here we go. Let's share that one more time before we call it a night. Let me know what y'all think. There you go, folks. It's turning its head. I think that was like an awesome capture here. It tilts it's facing the other way and it tilts its head all the way to the right. And that's a close range of it because the real picture is way taller than that. That's a close up of it, but it's very tall. See, he's looking one direction, and then it just tilts its head all the way. Let's see if I can get to the. Oh, let me see if I can get to it real quick. Right there. This is what I was trying to show you all yesterday. You see right here? It's standing sideways. Or the head is facing this ways. Oops. I just want you to keep an eye on this, how it looks. There's the face. That right there looks like either a Bigfoot or possible Dogman. It's pretty tall and it's looking sideways. You can see the facial features here. It's already in beastly mode here. It's gonna go from beastly to more beastly. Here we go. Boom. From that to that. Two different manifestations. Looks two beastly manifestations. When shapeshifting manifests from this to this. So you play the video. See, boom, boom. A whole different. It looks different. Two different creatures or two different manifestations. From that to that. Okay. Oh, I just wanted to send you out with a bang, brothers and sisters. How you doing, brother Josh Turner? I believe it was Follow Me. I think in the video, I got the original video where I say this it triggered my senses. I can share that video with y'all. Yeah, the brother Josh Turner in the house. Yeah, the head moves. Yeah, he was looking at me. He was following me. That's the Watchers. That might be one of Lilith's children. Looked like an owl, but it's huge. Check it out. I'm gonna share the original video of that. See if I can find it. Yeah, let me share it with you. Here's the original video. So you can see how big it is. Check it out, brother Josh Turner. I'm gonna show you because that one was a close up of it. Let me show you another one. Here you go. I feel something here. From this area. This is the open space where the thing was hovering. Came from the believe. Oh, right here. My hair's already stood up, brothers and sisters. I feel something here. From this area. This is the open space where the thing was hovering. Came from. There you go. It turns his head from left to right, and it tilts his head downward like an owl. I mean, it tilts its head to the left, I believe. Let me see. Yep, but that's pretty tall. So we can get a closer look at it. There we go. That's huge. All right. Was I even showing it? I didn't even know I was showing it. I think I did. You're welcome, Head Trip. Yeah. I got another one where it's behind me. He rises, it opens his mouth, it closes it, even blinks at me. I'll show that one too. Don't go yet. Let me go get it. I don't mind sharing the footage I got here of all this picture. Let me get rid of some of this open Facebook Facebooks that I got here. Yeah, I got some. I believe another one where. Let me see. I can find that other one. Let me see which one it is. I'm trying to find it real quick, brothers and sisters. See if I can find it. Man, I might have already passed it up. Some of these videos is let me see if I can find it real quick. So I can share this one with y'all where it looks at me and it ducks down. Oh, that's not it. Let me see if I can find it one more time. I'm looking, brother and sisters. See if I can find it. I think I might have showed it the other day. Oh, this is crazy that I can't find it. This one? No. Wow, I can't. I can't even find it, brothers and sisters. One more try. Okay. It's just really weird that I can't find this video, and I've shared it numerous times to the viewers. Where are you? Where art thou? I'm looking, brothers and sisters. Uh, Here it is. I found it, brothers and sisters. Sorry about that. If there's still people here viewing, here it is. I'm gonna share this with y'all. Check out this video. Let me start from the beginning. And it goes straight down to the ground. Let me see if I can get the regular footage of it. There it is, right there. Right there. That's the regular one. And he's going to duck down. It was in between the trees here. Let me read some of the comments. Sorry, I hadn't been paying attention to the comments. How you doing, brother Josh Turner? Yeah, I captured some imagery. Looks like there's domes out there in that open field where, like, I don't know, it just looks weird. I need to work on the videos. So this used to be one of my favorite ones here because you could see it rising in the background right there. He opened his mouth and he's got a bunch of teeth, and then it goes straight down into the ground. Right here, check it out. It's gonna. It ducked there. Okay, let me stop sharing this. Brother Josh Turner. You working, brother Josh? Yes, they can blend in very rare. I used to witness things like this on Fort Hood when I was in the military. You know, like I said, I've had this spiritual gift all my life, you know, since I was a kid. But I didn't want to scare nobody. I would see the dark shadow figures that were like over 9 foot tall out there when I was on the tanks at the ranges where we were doing our training. They would pass right beside the tank. You couldn't miss them. You just see a dark shadow that's taller than the tank pass right in front of you, beside the tank, behind the tank. Sometimes you see them down range where they're moving, but when you hit them with the laser, it'll register a distance because they're in spirit form, but you're able to see through the thermals something black moving out there, like sometimes in 6 or 7. When you hit them with a laser to see what it is, it's not real because you're able to tell through the thermals that it's nothing in the flesh, that it's something that's got to be in spirit. And I would witness them a lot out there on Fort Hood. I witnessed them every training ground I've been to. I've witnessed them in NTC, Saudi Arabia, guarding the Iraqi border. when it's the degen out there, you know. But yeah, you're welcome, my brother Josh Turner. If you ever want to use some of those clips, brother Josh Turner, so the viewers can check them out, you know, maybe we can put a couple there and show them to the viewers. You know, that one was a pretty good one that I showed you right now, but the creepy one is the one where it turns its head and it follows me with its head, and it looks like an owl, a big old black owl, you know, like a based on twos. Uh, it's got a manifestation that looks like a Bigfoot, but then it changes form to this owl. So to me, it's either a disembodied demonic Nephilim or a shapeshifter skinwalker, where it's already in a Bigfoot form, and then it manifests to a big owl. Yeah, I have several pictures, and I like when I find footage on my videos where it's moving, where it moves its head, or it might move the body. You know, I mean, I have one where it runs right in front of me. Uh, the Shapeshifter Skinwalker. I'll share that one. I can share it with y'all. Share that one. Let me find it. Uh, but it's moving at a high rate of speed. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they move so fast that if you blink, you'll miss them. That's how fast they move. Yeah, here we go. This is the regular speed of it. I'm going to share this with y'all. This is the regular speed, and we're just going to move at a high rate of speed. Check this out. That's a regular speed. Look at this. It's moving so fast that it's leaving parts of it behind because it's moving it very fast. Look, boom. This is the regular speed right there of the video. It passes right beside me. Look. So now let me show you the slower version of it. I gotta find it real quick. Let's go to the slower version of it. Here we go. Let's slow it down a little. There it is. It could be more than one, but you see a face here and a face here. Sure, a little bit. Open it up a little bit. Boom. So it has got to be one because this one's still here. And something else moved this ways. So you got this one. There's one already passed, and then there's this one here. So I'm thinking there might be like three. So I'll play the video. This is on lowered speed because I wanted to see what passed beside me. Alrighty. Let me look at the comments. have a question. It's about the Middle East. A succubus. I don't know about. I know the succubus exist out there. I mean the jinn. Yeah, yeah. That just came out. It the regular speed is what's freaked out about it because I'm showing you the slow version of it. But the regular speed, man, talking about flash. Let's go to the regular speed. Talking about flash. That's the regular speed. That you when people say, I think I just did something through my parallel vision. And they're like, oh no, it's just probably your imagination. No, I swear something passed right beside me. Talking about running to work late. Look how fast that moving. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Look, I'm going to play the footage of the video, so you can that you know that I heard something beside me. Look, I just heard something here. Sounded like some kind of bark. Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like some kind of bark. Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like some kind of bark. Because I've been through here. I just heard something here. Sounded like some kind of bark. Because I've been through here. Yeah, I heard it bark like a bark sound coming from that vicinity. I heard the bark sound. My senses got triggered a little bit, and then he just passed right beside me. Just wanted to share it with you all, brothers and sisters. Now, if y'all like those videos, man, there's many more. I do have a showreel TikToks under HCS895 also. The TikToks on showreels and TikToks are a lot. It shows you more view. When I do them on YouTube, it cuts some of the picture off that I'm trying to share. But on the TikToks on YouTube, you see a broader range of the videos. I'm telling you, I was out there one time. I know Brother Justin is here or not. Where I'm in the woods, right, and my phone starts giving out. Cousin Jesse's telling me, "Get out of there, cousin. I see them around you." And as I lose a connection on my phone, I see one looking down at me, pass behind me, but it's moving real fast. I could see the face, how tall it was. It was looking down at me. That's how tall it was. I would say around 9 to 10 foot tall, and he was looking down at me. That's the one that tried to hurt my neck because I felt when it passed me and I started heading out, something came and grabbed me. Like it felt like They tried to toss me on the ground from the neck area, which I landed on my knee. I was able to get up and I started walking out of there. But my neck has been hurting ever since that day, where they try to like kind of like clothesline me. Yeah, this is lightning fast. I have a lot of videos like that. I mean, that's what I try to tell the viewers. Like if you're going to go investigate, at least be spiritually prepared. Do the sign of the cross, say a prayer to be looked over. Uh, Spiritually, there's nothing wrong. I guess taking a weapon, but if these things are in spirit form and they have the ability to possess, that's one of the reasons I wouldn't want to take a weapon. Because what if somebody that's got a weapon, it enters them and it possesses them? They go crazy with a weapon, right? So I know a lot of people take weapons because of other animals that are out there, like cougars, uh, coyotes, wild dogs, panthers. You take it out of defense, but you got to be careful that imagine that entering your body and takes over your body, that you wake up and by the end it's too late. That's why you have to be spiritually protected when you're going through the woods. I believe these things have attacked many people, and we lost many people within the paranormal community, in the cryptic community, because they were looking for something that was in the flesh. But I'm showing you their capabilities, that they're more of the spirit, as fast as they move. Yeah, they move super fast. I can sense them. Uh, so, oh, okay. So when I'm scanning around, brothers and sisters, scanning around, I'm using my senses. Sometimes I go with the shirt so I can sense. Um, they come. If I had an EVPs, you'll hear all the bad words that are being said to me. Like MFer, they'll say F you. Sometimes they'll say, let's get them now. They make snout sounds that communicate, or you could start hearing snout sounds all around you, where they're communicating, like they're pretending to be an animal. And there's times that I've been out there that I've heard hyena laughs, like they're laughing at hyenas out there. So they have many capabilities to mimic voices. Uh, the one time I was out there, I heard a man's voice say, "Help me." The spirit said, "Help me." You know. So yeah, they cause all kinds of activity. The only thing I can say, if you do go and investigate by yourself, try to stay away if it's trying to call you or you're hearing a voice or somebody asking for help. Be careful. That's all I can tell you. Do the sign of the cross and just be prepared, because they like to lure people deeper into the woods. You got to stay prayed up before, during, and after. But in saying that, I just want to say thank you for all those that tuned in tonight. Appreciate y'all, brothers and sisters. I'll continue to do these videos. Like, I can do one just by sharing short reels. I got so many short reels, but I'm just trying to bring the awareness, right, to anybody that wants to listen, that these things are around us. Don't be surprised, for those who like going investigating, that you might run into one of them. All I'm saying is just be careful to make sure you're spiritual. You prayed up before, during, or even after. Yeah, brother Josh Turner, if you ever want me to jump in there and share some of the short reels so they can see how fast to move, Uh, yeah, there's not. I have the video where one of them was in my house and he passed right through me while I was doing the video. Uh, Here it is, right here. Let me share that with y'all before I go. Uh, it's literally in my home. So you good? So you don't think it's playing trick in your eyes? I got the video right here. I got a full speed one, and I got a full speed one, and I got a one where it's slow. So let me share with it before I go. Before we go, let's finish the night with this. Here we go. I'm going to play the audio so you can hear what I'm saying.
Seen that, brothers and sisters?
Here we go.
Your health is staying physically active. You don't have to lift a lot of weights. You don't have to go for long runs. So long you're doing something. Oh, y'all seen that, brothers and sisters? Something is pissed off. So they like. I know if y'all seen that. I just seen like a dark shadow figure pass right in front of me, and it went past me by the light. Your health is staying physically active. You don't have to lift a lot of weights. You don't have to go for long runs. So long you're doing something. Oh, y'all seen that?
So let me see. Oh shoot. I think I got a short version of it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can lower down the speed where so you can see what it just makes the room dark. Okay, let me see if I can find it. And here you go. Here's a slow speed of it. Sure. That's huge. Look how tall it is. It covers the whole screen. There it is. Alrighty. I just want to show that one before I go. Faster than the blink of an eye. Faster than the blink of an eye, brothers and sisters. That your parallel vision might see it, but your senses can feel it. But yeah, faster than the blink of an eye. that if you blink, you're gonna miss it because it's moving so fast. That's like super fast. Been saying that, brothers and sisters. I hope you enjoyed tonight's live. Thank you. God bless you. To the moderators, the Paranormal Roundtable. Shout out to Paranormal Roundtable, Brother Josh Turner, Sister Nelly Turner, Duandita, the whole crew. Primo Jesse for helping me, and for all the people that tune in nightly to just come in here and just shoot the breeze, and as y'all know, that if somebody has something to share, or whether it's a picture, or they want to come on here and do a live with me, you're more than welcome. Just got to let me know, right? I believe sharing is caring. I just don't know if I'm going to go back out there because of these other pictures that I took, and I didn't go further to the destination that I want to go to. I wanted to go to two areas. I'm thinking if I do go, I might have to, I don't know, take somebody with me, man, because it got pretty hot and heavy this past time with that video. How it turned his head and was looking at me. It's just crazy, I want to go back to the other area where supposedly the Wendigo might be. It seemed like a Wendigo. I want to go into the woods and do an investigation there. I'm just by myself, so I don't know what I'm going to run into out there. I mean, it just don't want to get spiritually attacked out there in the woods. In saying that, brothers and sisters, good night. God bless. Everybody have a beautiful, blessed evening. Or should I say morning. This is Brother Abe Cia signing off from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. He said, have a bunch of videos here on YouTube, short reels on YouTube and short reels on TikTok. Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on Facebook. It has a lot of photos and, of course, the short reels and videos also. Spiritual Encrypted Encounters on Facebook. Whoever wants to join, you're more than welcome to join. I will. I'll get me some rest. My eyes are a little swollen underneath because of allergies. Good night, Brother Josh Turner. Get that workout for me, man. I haven't worked out in about 2 months, Brother Josh Turner. There when I had that encounter with that guy that I believe he was on some kind of drugs, or probably demonized, that he squeezed the hell out of my hand. I'm still having problems with it. Numbness in between these two fingers. So I'm still recuperating for that. I might have to give it another week for it to heal properly. But that's another story for another day. Good night, everybody. Peace out.